All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone joining us on this platform. I trust and believe that we are doing well this morning. Welcome back from the weekend. Yes, Kochmor here joining you from Johannesburg, South Africa. If you can hear me, drop me a 1 in the chat. If I'm loud and audible, give me a 1 in the chat. If I'm loud and audible, give me a 1 in the chat. All right. Thank you so much that I'm loud and clear. Yeah, if I happen to be breaking, please, my co-host, I do have a couple of co-hosts. If I will be breaking, please notify me quickly. Yeah, because this is online. Anything is possible with the network. So my co-host, take note. If I happen to be breaking, please notify me quickly. All right, so welcome everyone to our training. This is Monday, the 12th of January 2026. So we have been here from last week when we started our technical analysis class, and we have been learning so far, yes, building a foundation for our technical analysis. So it's a continuation from where we left last week. It's a continuation from where we left last week. Am I still audible? Am I still audible? I see my network is a little bit weak this morning. Am I still audible?
Yes, coach, you are audible.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, so like I was saying, we started last week with our technical analysis, and then we have been trying to build a foundation where we are going to build our building for technical analysis. So we started with TradingView, we customized our TradingView, then we opened a bit of candlesticks. Yes, we opened a bit of candlesticks. We understood where we are coming from with candlestick, a little bit of a background of candlesticks, right? So today we are going to continue from where we left last week on Friday. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, is my screen visible? Am I sharing screen? Okay, so today we are going to pick from where we left on Friday, and today we are going to look at the candlestick anatomy. All right, we're gonna look at the candlestick anatomy today. So if you are someone who loves to take notes, then make sure that your pen and the book is just next to you, and you are seated properly. I understand that it's morning, early hours of the day, but for you to concentrate, I know with experience, I have seen people here sometimes they make a mistake of leaving their video on. So you see people attending this class while they are in bed. Yeah. I don't understand how your brain is going to work that way, attending a class like this and you are in bed. So I would recommend that if you really want to keep what we are teaching here, then you have to prepare yourself. The environment that you are, it should accommodate you to learn, right? Your sitting posture, it should also accommodate your brain to open up. All right. Yes. So let's get started. Am I still sharing screen, leadership?
Yes, coach, it is on.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you so much. Okay, so let's start from here. Last week, we introduced what is a candlestick. We said that a candlestick, it is a visual representation of what is going on in the market. We were looking at a visual representation of what is going on in the market. You are able to see price action. You are able to see the movement of price, whether it's going up, whether it's going down, because of a representation of a candle. So the candle is able to show you what is actually going on in the market. Then we said that when you go to your trading view, you are going to see candles in two different forms or different colors, by the way. All right, so we normally use green color and red color, whereby green represents buyers and red represents sellers, okay, according to our trading view. I also said that it is the choice of the color that you have given to the candles. You can give any color of your choice as long as you understand what is being represented in the candle. All right, so don't get confused with my slides that I'm going to share here, because I'm using the white color and the black color here. Okay, so the white color here represents seller, it represents buyers. Okay, when you see my slides that I'm sharing, they are in this form. So this type of color represents a buyer, while this black color represents a seller in the market. Okay, but at the end, we will be going to trading view. Okay, we'll be going to trading view, possibly if there is anything that I want to illustrate, so that it becomes more understanding, or probably like live. So okay, so in this slide, this candle here represents a green candle, which is a buying candle. This one here represents a red candle, which is a selling candle. All right, so when it comes to a candlestick, like I said, why do we use candlesticks? Candlesticks, they are flexible. Okay, they are flexible. They give you valuable information when it comes to the opening of the price, when it comes to the closing of the price, when it comes to how high the price went, when it comes to how low the price went. So here we are trying to find out the candlestick anatomy. Okay, the candlestick anatomy, parts of a candlestick. Right. So come here with me. Come here with me. We are looking at a candlestick anatomy here after understanding what is a candlestick. So a candle has got parts. Okay, a candle has got parts. Let's look at this white candle here that is representing buyers. Okay, so this candle, it is having what we call the open price. Each and every candle should have where it opened or where it started. Remember, when it comes to trading, traders, they trade in different sessions. It can be a 30 minutes session. It can be a 1 hour session. It can be a 4 hour session. It can be a 1 day session. So each and every session is represented by a candlestick. So if it is a 30 minutes session, it means in that period of 30 minutes, there should be somewhere where the market is opening, okay? And it should be somewhere where the market is closing. So there should be the opening of the market, there should be the closing of the market. And at times you will discover that in that period of 30 minutes, you are going to see how did the price move, okay? How did the price move to the top? How did the price move to the bottom? So there should be the high of the market, which is price, and there should be the low of the market, which is also price. Okay, how low the price went, how high the price went. So I'm simply saying that when it comes to a candlestick has got what we call the open, excuse me, it has got the open, it should have the closing of the price, okay? And it should also show how high the price went. Not only that, it should also show how low the price went, okay? Not forgetting that there is a body of the candle. There is a body of the candle. In other scenarios, you will find candles that do not have bodies. You are going to see them. We're going to establish them together. Okay? But these are the many parts of a candlestick. They should be the opening of the price. They should be the closing of the price, which we call the close. They should be the high of the market, where you are able to see in that trade session how high the price went. All right. Then it should also have the low of the price or the low of the market. In that trade session, how low the price went. Now, let's understand one thing. This is a buying candle. This one is a buying candle. So when it comes to buyers, sorry for that. When it comes to buyers, they open the market or they open the price from the bottom. That's why you are able to see this candle, the open is at the bottom while the closing is at the top. Buyers, they open the market from the bottom. The price start from low, it goes up. Okay, so it closes on top. What I'm simply saying is, when it comes to buyers in the market, which are called bulls, they open their market from the bottom, they push the price to the top. So if you see price is going up, you should know that there are buyers that are pushing the price to the top, because they are the ones that open from below, pushing the price to the top. Hence, we've got the slogan that says, buy low, sell high. Okay? Buy low, sell high. So buyers, they open the market from the bottom, they close it on top. Okay? Let me just go quickly to TradingView. Maybe I can paint a good picture there. Let me just take you quickly to TradingView, right? Let me just take you quickly to TradingView. Maybe I can give a very beautiful picture there when it comes to buyers opening the price from below, okay? Buyers opening price from below. All right, let me remove these. Probably I can just hide them. Let me hide them. I just want to use candles only here. I just want to use candles to illustrate what I'm trying to say. Okay, so this is a 4-hour time frame. Let me change it to a minimal time frame, like 5 minutes. Okay, like 5 minutes. Okay, so let me look for a coin that is probably on an upward movement. so that I can paint a good picture. Okay. So this is what I'm trying to say. When I say buyers, they open the price from the bottom, they close it on top. All right. Let us look at this green candle here. This green candle, it opened here. It opened from below. It closed above. Okay. So this happens to be the open of the price. That happens to be the closing of the price in this scenario over here. Okay. So buyers, they open from below, they close above. While sellers, they open their price from the top, they close below. As you can see this candle here. Can you see this candle that has just started here? Okay. Can you see this candle that has just started here? If these sellers continue to control, continue to dominate, you will see that the price will be going down in this scenario here. Price will be going this direction. So it has opened above and it will be going down. If it is buyers that are going to dominate, you will see that from the opening, the price will be going up, as you can see there. Okay, the price will be going up, meaning to say these are buyers that are controlling, that are dominating the price. So they have opened here and then the price is going up. If the market can change direction, you will see that price will be going down. Okay, from the opening where the price has opened here, price will be going down, meaning these are sellers. Sellers, they open from on top, they close above. While buyers, they open from below, the price closes above. As you can see what is happening here. After this candle has closed, then another candle has emerged. Okay, and you can see that the price is going up. Okay, so initially from here where the price opened, it is going up. If this candle closes, okay, if this candle closes above, then we would say this was a buying candle because the buyers opened below and they closed above. If this candle, okay, if this price changes direction, it started to go down, you are going to see that it's going to change the color from green to red. And we will establish that this price opened from above, it closed below, because the time the sellers will be closing the market, they are going to close below here from where the price opened. Hence, I am saying when it comes to a candlestick, buyers, they open from below, they close above. Sellers, they open from above, they close below. As you can see, this is a 5 minutes candle. Okay, it is a 5 minutes candle. This one that you are seeing here, it is a 5 minutes candle, meaning this candle will only take 5 minutes. After that, it will close. Another one will come. So this is what we call a trade session. Okay, this is what we call a trade session. A session is going on, but in which time frame? 5 minutes time frame. So we are able to establish that in the 5 minutes time frame, who is in charge? After the candle has closed, we will see that in this trade session, it was buyers who were in control. In this trade session, it was the sellers who were in control. So this is what I'm trying to establish to you when it comes to parts of a candlestick. So buyers, they open from below, they close above. Sellers, they open above, they close below. Can you see now the market has changed direction? Can you see now? Price went up to this level, high. This is the high so far. All right. Now price has come down. Sellers are trying to take over from buyers. It has come back to the opening and it has passed the opening. Now the market is going down. Can you see? Can you see? So if this session closes this way, it means sellers were in control. When price opened there, it has closed below there. So sellers, they open from above, they close below. Buyers, they open below, they close above. So you see there is a competition of power there. Are we friends? Are we friends when it comes to a part of a candlestick? Are we friends? Are we friends? Are we together here? Are we together here? You need to understand when you are becoming a trader. Understand a candlestick. When price is opening, if you are becoming a buyer, you want to enter the market. Where is your market starting from? Okay, when you say buy low, sell high, what do you mean? Okay, so far, that is what normally happens when it comes to price action. Okay, now you are going to find out that by the end of that trade session that I was showing you, okay, the candle might be in this form or probably in a different form. But I want you to understand, if a candle closes this way, creating the high and creating the low, and it has got a body, okay? It has got a real body here, and it has developed these things that shows us that the market went high up to this level, the market went low up to that level, all right? So what do we call these things that they are like added to the candle or to the body of the candle? Okay, because this is the real body. So there is something that grows on top of the body, that grows below the body. They have got names, these things, and they also carry an important message to you as a trader. Okay, so you can see that when the price opened here, it went high up to this level where we call the high. Okay, this candle, in terms of its body, the body reached to this level, but because of selling pressure, okay, when the price reached at this level here, selling activity started to happen. Okay, remember, there are some who bought from the bottom here. They bought here, price went high up there. Okay, so probably in this course, they reached their take profit, assuming that Royal Q Revolution community is part of this candle. They are trading this coin, right? And they have reached their 1% target of profit. So when price opened here and it reached at this level, which is called the high, then the 1% take profit was achieved. So what is going to happen? They are going to take profit. They will sell. So in the process of selling, when the body reached here and then selling activity started to happen so that people can collect their 1%, then we have ended up creating what we call a shadow. This is called a shadow. So when this shadow has emerged or it has developed on top of the body, it is called an upper shadow. Okay? When this shadow has grown on top of the body, has been created on upper side of the body, it is referred as an upper shadow. When this shadow grows below the body, it is called a lower shadow. So the lower shadow emerges. Here is price opening. When the price opened here, before it started to go up, there was a selling activity. Okay? When the price opened here, before it started to go up, there was a selling activity that happened. Sellers started to sell until this level where it shows how low the session went. So when the price reached here, buyers came in large numbers. Then they started pressing the price, pushing the price back to where it opened. Not only where it opened, they also managed to cross the opening price. Then it went high up to this level, right? That's why you are able to see the creation of this shadow. Let's go back to that trading view again. Okay, let's go back to that trading view again, right? So this is what I'm trying to explain to you about the development of shadows, okay? So let's take this green candle here, this one, this green candle, right? So price opened here where the body is starting. That's where the price opened. When the price opened here, okay, since it is a green candle, when the price opened there, what happened first? Immediately after price opened, what happened first? It was a selling activity that took place. So sellers, they sold up to this level where it is showing the low of the market. Can you see where the shadow is ending? Yes, that's how the price went as far as low is concerned. So when the price reached to this level, buyers, they came, they started to chase away sellers from the market, trying to take the power from them. So they started pushing the price back to the opening. From this level, they started pushing it back to the opening. When they reached the opening, immediately when they just crossed the opening, then the candle changed the color to green. The candle changed the color to green. Then you can see that buyers, they dominated up to this level. When the price reached this level, sellers, they said, we are still here. They showed a little bit of power. Okay, they showed a little bit of power. They started to sell. But when the selling activity started, the sellers could not supersede the buyers. As a result, the market closed here. That's where the market closed. So in this scenario, it is buyers who dominated, because the sellers, when they were selling, they could not come back down here where the price opened. So in this example, it is buyers who dominated the market. Then they created the high, they created the low. So this is called a shadow. When it is at the bottom of the body of the candle, it is called a lower shadow. When it is found on top of the body of the candle, it is called an upper shadow. We are going to establish what is the message, what happened here. Like I said, these are sellers who did the act of selling. What happened here? These are buyers who did the act of buying. So what message are you getting from here? Okay, you as a trader, when you see these signals, what message are you going to get? So we are going to find out the essence of shadows. What messages do shadow carry? But you have established that buyers, they open from below, they close above. Sellers, they open from above, they close below. As you can see this current candle here. Can you see this current candle? This is the open. Now the price is down here. If this price closes down here, it means this trading session was dominated by sellers. They closed below, they opened above. Is the message at home? Is the message at home, ladies and gentlemen? Is the message at home? Are we still together? Are we still together? You should be able to understand a candlestick so that when you are trading, you want to enter a trade. You are joining a trading session. Okay? When you are entering a trade, you are joining a trading session. Okay? The question could be, are you trading in 30 minutes time frame? Are you trading in 1 hour time frame? Are you trading in 4 hours time frame? Okay, so if you are trading in any of those time frame, you should know where are you joining the session. Some they would join in the midst of the session. Price has already opened. Then some they just come and dive in. All right. So some they are going to wait and say, no, I'm gonna wait for the next candle. I'm not gonna enter, I'm not gonna join the current session. I'm gonna wait for a new session. I wanna open with them. Because now you are understanding a candlestick. You are understanding price being monitored through a candle. Okay. So let's continue. Let's come over here. I was showing you about the low, the open, the high, the body. That's where I was showing you. Okay, that's where we were. All right. So we have established here when it comes to parts of a candlestick. So this is a selling candle. This one is a buying candle. What's happening here? Am I still in the Zoom? Am I still in the Zoom? Please give me a response.
Yes, you are, coach. You are.
Okay, thank you so much. I saw
Only your
some.
screen.
Is my screen still visible, right?
Yes, proceed.
Okay, all right. I saw some sort of dancing on my screen here, so I thought network has kicked me out. All right, so let's proceed. Let me bring this slide here. Right. So now we have come to realize about parts of a candlestick. Okay, parts of a candlestick. Now, in the process of these candles emerging, you are going to find out whether that candle it is a 30 minutes candle, whether that candle is a 1 hour candle, whether that candle is a 1 day candle. You are going to see that they may look different. Okay, for example, this candle and this candle, both of them, they are for 4 hours. So you can see that in the same 4 hours, this candle is like this. In the same 4 hours, this candle grew up to that level. What could be happening in these trading sessions? And what is the message behind? The same applies to selling candles. Okay? You are going to see that some candles, they are long, some candles, they are short. It is the same trading session. But why is it that some candles are long, some candles are short? I'm taking you back to TradingView so that when I am bringing my points out, you are able to agree with me. All right. So we are here. These are 5 minutes candles. Okay. These are 5 minutes candles. So you can see that this candle took 5 minutes. This candle took 5 minutes. The same applies to this candle. But look at their bodies, how they are looking. This one is a long candle. This one is a short candle. What happened? What is the message that is hidden here? That's what I'm trying to establish in this segment, saying that candles, okay, candles, okay, candles, they may be long, they may be short. So when you see candles that are having long bodies, okay, when you see candles that are having long bodies, if it is a green candle, if it is a green candle, it means there was strong, okay? I'm talking of this strong here. When you see a candle with a long body, if it is a green candle, it means there was strong buying pressure. If it is a red candle, it means there was a strong selling pressure. So the body of the candle brings a significant message to you as a trader. So when you are trading, you come to TradingView, you look at these sizes of the body of the candles. You should be able to interpret, pardon me, you should be able to interpret and say what happened here, how much selling pressure was here, and how much buying pressure was here, just by looking at the candle. So I am saying when you see a candle with a long body, it tells you there was strong pressure. So that strong pressure, it could be either a buying pressure or it could be a selling pressure, depending on who dominated. Okay? But long-bodied candles, they give you information how much pressure was in that session. Was it strong pressure? Was it low pressure? So we are talking about strong pressure here. So this pressure can be of buyers, it can be of sellers. So we are establishing that there is a message behind every body of a candle. Okay? There is a message behind every body of a candle, right? So if long-bodied candlesticks, they tell us strong pressure. What about short-bodied candles? It means it's the opposite, okay? If long-bodied candles, they convey strong pressure, it means short-bodied candles, they convey the opposite. Are we together? Are we together here about body sizes of candles? Are we together about the body sizes of candles? You have started reading price now. You are able to understand what is going on. Okay? You are reading candles now. You have started to understand what is going on just by looking at a candle. Who is in control or who was in control of the previous session just by looking at that. Right? Yes. That is about short and long body candles. They give you information about pressure. How much pressure was in that particular trade session. So when it is short and it is small, it indicates that there was little buying pressure, there was little selling pressure, depending was the candle red, was the candle green. If it was a green candle, it is short, it is small in terms of the body, it is an indication that there was little buying pressure. If it was a red candle, it indicates that there was little selling pressure. Okay? There was little selling pressure. So if the pressure is low, you as a trader, you should also understand that we trade volume, we trade pressure. Okay, if there is no movement of price, if the price is really not moving, you should not be able to open a trade. Okay, because when you are trading, the idea is for you to get out of the trade. So for you to get out of the trade, it means there is price movement. So if the price is not moving, if the pressure is low, it means it's gonna be difficult for you to get out of the trade. Okay, so we trade volume. That's what we trade. We trade pressure. If there is no pressure, you find out that the market is not tradable. Okay. Yes, my screen is not seen. I'm not sharing currently anything. It is just blank. It is black. Yes. I'm not showing anything. I'm just summarizing on the candle. Okay. So there is nothing that is appearing on the screen, but I am still sharing screen. Right? So let's come here. We have discovered about short candles and long candles. Okay, short candles and long candles. So they can be long and big. They can be short and small. Are we together? They can be long and big. They can be short and small. But understand the message behind the candle. Understand the message behind the candle. That's what you need to know as a trader. You are looking for a position to enter. So you need to find out what is currently going on in that market. Okay? Let me bring something here as we are about to wind up on the candlestick anatomy. Okay? As we are about to wind up on the candlestick anatomy, I want to bring another slide here. What is happening on with my screen? Okay, let me just go here and bring something. Okay, so let's come here and learn something. I want to bring this here now. After understanding about short and long bodies, I want us to learn something a little bit different, but it is part of the candle. Okay, it is part of the candle. I'm looking for shadows. I want us to learn about shadows. Okay, then we are going to call it a morning. Let me pull something from this side. Okay, so let's come here. Can you see this type of candles? Okay, can you see this type of candles? When you go to TradingView, you are going to find them here. Where is my TradingView? You are going to find this type of candles here. You will find them. Okay, you will find them. One is like this one. Can you see this candle over here? Okay, it is having a long shadow on the top. It is having a short shadow at the bottom. Okay, it is having a long shadow on top, short shadow at the bottom. Then you will find another one upside down. You're going to have a long shadow at the bottom. Okay, you're going to have a long shadow at the bottom, but a short shadow at the top. Okay, what message is being conveyed to you as a trader when you see these type of candles? Okay, but our focus is on the shadows. What message are hidden in shadows? What message are hidden in shadows? So let me go back to that slide that I was sharing. Okay, let me go back to that slide I was sharing. I just wanted you to know that what we are learning here, it is there in TradingView. I'm not just making it up. So you are going to see these types of candles. Okay, you're going to see these types of candles. So let's find out what is going on. Okay, so here, this is a buying candle. This is a selling candle. Okay, it has got a long lower shadow. This one has got a long upper shadow. Okay, so the shadows, first of all, the shadows, they tell us how high the price went. They also tell us how low the price went. The shadows, they tell us how high the price went. They tell us how low the price went. Mind you, there are other scenarios. Here I'm only talking about shadows. But there are other scenarios where you are going to find a full body like this without a shadow. Okay? You're going to come here to TradingView. You are going to see that there are candles that are full, like this one. Can you see this one? Ladies and gentlemen, let me enlarge it. Okay? Can you see this candle here? You are going to find a candle like this one. So in a scenario like this, where is the high of the candle, or where is the high of the price? Where is the low of the price? It is different from this one. It has got a shadow. This one, it has got a shadow. You are able to see this is how high the price went. This is how low the price went. But when a candle is like this, somebody should not say there is no high of the price, there is no low of the price. It is. The body, the beginning of the body becomes the low of the price. Okay? The ending of the body becomes the higher of the price if it is a green candle, because buyers, they open from below, they close on top. So you can see that this is a long bodied candlestick. This happens to be the high of the price. This happens to be the low of the price. But we are talking a scenario like this, where there are shadows, especially a longer one on top, a short one at the bottom, or a short one on top, a longer one at the bottom. What specific message are these shadows bringing to you as a trader? What specific message are these candles bringing to you as a trader? Okay, what specific message are being brought to you as a trader? Okay, so I want you to come here with me. Okay, I want you to come here with me. I want you to come here with me. I want to establish something here, right? So this market was on an upward movement. The price started to rise from here. It went up here. Okay, it went high up there. Can you see? The price went high up there, right? When the price went high up there, then we see types of candles that were growing on top here after price has gone from the lowest price to the highest price. Now price is here at the top. So you can see that when seems like I was kicked out of the session. My network seems like I was kicked out. I still back? Am I back? Can you hear me? Am I
Yes,
back?
coach, you are back.
Sorry for that. My network was misbehaving here. Okay, let me share screen again. So, ladies and gentlemen, I was explaining the significance of shadows. All right. First of all, shadows, they signify how high the session went. They also signify how low the session went. Then I was saying there are other scenarios because I don't want someone to have this kind of mindset that when it is a full body candlestick like this, where is the high, where is the low? So I'm saying in a full body candlestick, okay, the opening of the candle becomes the low. The closing of the candle becomes the high in a case of a green candle, okay? In a case of a red candle, it is the same, okay? It is the same. Where price opened becomes the high, where price closed becomes the low. But with a red candle, it is different. Remember, sellers, they open on top, they close below. Okay? But now in this scenario where we do have shadows, okay, what message is hidden here? So this is the high. It shows high of price. It shows low of price. Right. What else is hidden here? We are saying shadows. Okay? Lower shadows. Lower shadows. This one is a lower shadow. This one is upper shadow. This one upper shadow. This one lower shadow. So I'm saying lower shadow signifies the session was low, while upper shadow signifies the price was high. I think that one is clear. Okay? Now, let's find out other hidden information in shadows. Okay? If a candle, listen to me now, I'm winding up on the candlestick anatomy. If a candlestick has got a longer upper shadow, which candle here is having a long upper shadow? It is this one. So if a candlestick has got a long upper shadow, okay, and it is having a short lower shadow, this means that Please follow me closely. You're going to appreciate candles. If a candlestick is having a long upper shadow with a short lower shadow, this means that buyers flexed their muscles when it comes to the bidding of price. So they did bid the price high. What do I mean buyers flexed their muscle? Okay, this candle here, the price opened here. Let me go to TradingView. Maybe it's gonna paint a very good picture. Let me go to TradingView as I'm winding up on shadows. Please pay attention. Sometimes last minute is dangerous. Let me change the time frame. Okay. All right, let's come here. I'm gonna use this candle. I'm gonna use this candle over here, this green candle with a long upper shadow, this one. So I'm saying when a candlestick is having a long upper shadow and it is having a short lower shadow, it simply means buyers, they flexed their muscle. What do I mean by saying flexing their muscle? When the price opened here, ladies and gentlemen, there was a little bit of selling activity first. That's why you are able to see the presence of a lower shadow here. Okay? So there was a little bit of selling activity immediately when the price opened here. Can you see where the price is opening here? Okay? That's where the price closed here on the previous session. Can you see? Where the price is opening here, you will see that from the previous candle, that's where the price closed. And here it is opening there. So when it opened here, sometimes, okay, sometimes before it started to go up, you will see that sellers, they will show that we are here. They will do some sort of selling. So there was a selling activity here. Okay, so buyers could not allow them to continue with selling. They came and fight. They brought the price back to the opening. Not only that, they bid their muscle. They stretched their muscle high up to this level. That's what I mean when I say buyers flexed their muscle. They pushed the price to the top. But unfortunately, one reason or the other, buyers could not keep the price here. They couldn't keep it here. Sellers, they came in and say, enough is enough. They started fighting the buyers. They started selling, 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 selling until it came close to where it opened. Can you see here what happened here? So the significance, what happened here, this presence of the long upper shadow, it was created by buyers because they are the ones who pushed the price to the top. Before the sellers came in, who did this first? It is buyers who did this move first. They pushed the price to the top. Okay? But they failed to keep it here. Then sellers came in, started selling. Yes. Royal Q Revolution Community started selling, taking their profit because they bought low here. They entered here. Then they were taking 3%, they were taking 1%, they were taking 2%. So when price moved from here and went up here, the profit was achieved. Then as a result, selling activity started to happen. People were taking profit because they achieved their take profit. By the end of this trade session, the price closed here. That's where it closed. So when I say A candle with a long upper shadow, it signifies that the price went high. It is buyers who flexed their muscle to the top, though they failed to keep it there, but it is them who flexed their muscle to the top, signifying that the session went high. Am I preaching to somebody here? Is the gospel of the candles penetrating? Is the gospel of the candles penetrating? Am I preaching to someone here? Is it clear? Is it clear? Joyce is laughing. Yes, this is the gospel of candles. You need to accept it. By the end, we are going to do baptism here. I'm going to baptize people. Those who are going to say, yes, I am ready. There will be baptism online. Baptism. I'm going to baptize people here. Leadership is going to help me. Leadership is going to be my deacon. So I will be baptizing people here with candles. All right, guys. Just a joke. Just trying to make sure that the message is coming home. All right, the message is coming home. Yes. So that is a candle with a long upper shadow. Okay. That is a candle with a long upper shadow. What about a candle with a long lower shadow? I want to close there now. I want to close with that. A candle with a long lower shadow. Okay, a candle with a long lower shadow. Let me close there and then we call it a morning. Let's finish here. Can you see this candle here with a long lower shadow? Okay, so you can see that in this scenario, price opened somewhere here. Or probably let me go to TradingView. I think it makes more sense when I'm using a live candle here. I'm using the live market. Okay, let me look for a candle with a long lower shadow. Can I get one? Can I get one? Can I get one? Seeing is believing. Okay, this one. This one. Yes, I got one. This one. I want to use this one. This candle here. Yes, this one. So can you see this candle is having a long lower shadow? That one was having a long upper shadow. Okay, so what happened here? All right, price opened here. That's where the price opened. When the price opened here, there was a little bit of buying activity. Okay, can you see how high the price went? Are you able to see there? This is how high the price went. Let me try to adjust a bit. Okay, so this is how high the price went. Can you see that small shadow here? Okay, that's the upper shadow. So when the price opened here, the price tried to go up. Buyers tried to push the price to the top, but they failed. Okay, they did not have a strong muscle. Remember where this market is coming from. Can you see the previous candle? It is a strong selling pressure candle. It means the pressure that is coming from here, it is continuing in the next session. Okay, so can you see when it opened there, buyers tried to penetrate. Yes, they tried to penetrate the area of sellers. Sellers, they say, no, you are very small. You need to go and bring more army. Okay, so they tried to push the price a little bit high. Buyers, they tried to do some buying activity. But sellers, they say, we are very hungry. We want to go and buy food. We want to sell. We are not in the mood of buying. We want to sell. So they came, they pushed the price up to this level. They pushed the price to this level. There was a selling activity. So a candle with a long lower shadow, it tells you that sellers stretched their muscle. But ladies and gentlemen, though the sellers, they were good in terms of their selling activity, they could not keep the price down here. Okay? The body of the candle could not stay the same up to this level. Buyers, they said, we are good at buying low, selling high. Since now you have pushed the price to the bottom, let us bring it up so that we make profit. We want to buy low and sell high. So buyers, they came here because the price was cheap. They started buying. They started buying. When they were reaching the opening, they were already in profit. So can you imagine if you entered here as a buyer? You entered when the price was low and the price started to go up. When the price was reaching here, while the candle was still red, you are already in profit. What I'm simply saying is the presence of a long lower shadow, it signifies that it is sellers who stretched the muscle to the downside of price. But though they could not keep the price there, buyers came in, they pushed the price back. Okay? Now, when we start on Monday, we are going to find out when you see a candle with a long lower shadow, what does that signify? Depending on the location where the candle is. When you see a candle with a long upper shadow, what does that mean to you as a trader? This also works on where the candle is located. But allow me to end this session for today here. Anyone with a question? Anyone with a question? Anybody with a question? You can drop your question in the chat, or you can raise your hand and ask the question. Anyone with a question? You are trying to mark positions of entry. You want to become a trader. So you should know what is happening in the market. Between the buying pressure and the selling pressure, which one is dominating? Right? You are trying to find a position to enter. Then you find sellers are busy selling and you want to buy. Is your head okay? You find that in that trade session, sellers, they are more. The price is on the downside more. And you want to become a buyer. Is your head okay? Especially when you are trading in sport. Unless you are a futures trader, you are shorting the market. Yes. So you are able to find out, before I make a move, let me check what is currently happening. Where is the price coming from? Where is it going? Okay? So you become a good trader when you understand price action. You become a good trader. Yes. So you don't just get into the market. You need to watch. You need to watch. Otherwise, you are going to be swallowed. You don't buy high when you are spot trading. You don't buy high when you are spot trading. Unless you are a future trading, you can buy high because you want to sell low. Yes, that's in future. You can short the market when the price went high up. Then you go and join them from the top so that when they come down, you come with them. Then you land into profit. That is the futures. But in sport, we don't do that. You get swallowed. So it means no questions. Can we call it a day? Yes, you get swallowed and then you start sweating plasma. You start praying. Like when you were entering the session, you did pray. You start praying for the candle to come back. Eh? You start praying for the price to come back. I don't know if Leader So is here. One of my best friends, Leader Soul. I don't know if he's here. Eh. I'm not sure if he's here. Mm. Okay, so let's call it a morning, guys. We're gonna meet again tomorrow. We'll proceed from where we have left. So thank you so much for making time, being with us here. You can go to your trading view, just check the candles, how the candles are growing, how the candles are closing. You can check them in different time frames, in longer time frames, in shorter time frames, just to have just an overview of candles, just an overview of candles. You see how a candle starts, see how a candle grows until it closes. All right. When there is competition of power, what does the candle do? Okay, in the presence of competition, how does the price moves? Okay, yeah, just take your time and visit TradingView. You're gonna appreciate candles. You're gonna appreciate trading at the same time. Thank you so much, guys. To my co-host, thank you so much as well. I will see you tomorrow again on the same platform, same time. Have a beautiful Monday. Happy trading. We love you all. Take care and bye bye.